Listen, normally wait till the next day to record this. I haven't even changed my live stream shirt, girl. I wasn't trying to wear this shirt again. Yes, I was. But this episode of Drag Race finally hit the mark. Not only did RuPaul come out in a dress that we all can appreciate, but we actually had some comedy, some good drama, girl, that we got to break down real quick. And also a phenomenal runway. Phenomenal runway, phenomenal me. Listen, play my theme music and let's go ahead and get on to this sucker here. Listen. Yeah. Yes, God. Oh. Get that out of there. Hey everybody, it's your boy Matty-Rants. Thanks for tuning in, and this is not Tati's lighting, clearly. I am doing a quick review right now. Again, this is normal. This is not my normal way of doing this, but because it's July the 4th tomorrow, and that this household wants to celebrate together and not thinking about work for at least one day, I want to celebrate too, okay? I had a video for y'all every day this week now, yeah. So do me a favor. Follow me on my other social media pages. That's at Matty-Rants on Facebook and on Instagram, and at the Matty-Rants on Twitter. Make sure you hit a thumbs up for this video. Make sure you subscribe, become part of this Rant Pack family, and share this with everybody that you know, baby. Bring them into the familia. Also, if you want to donate to the channel, please and thank you. That's Cash App, $ Matty-Rants, Venmo, Matty-Rants, PayPal.me/Matty-Rants. Now, I have luckily just finished this episode, so I'm fresh with how I feel about everything. This will not be a long review. For some of you, that's a thankful moment, but also for me, because I'm trying to edit this, have this ready for you early in the morning, okay? Because I'm waking up with some sparklers talking about America, which is really trash right now, but I also want to celebrate the good people that are here in this country. And there you go. We start off the episode with the queens coming back into the workroom after Mayhem Miller's final charade. And of course, the queens are a little bit pressed and peeved that Mayhem decided to vote herself out of this competition. I'm not going to hold that against Mayhem, but also me say if I'm in the competition as piece of cake, I'm going to be pissed. I would be pissed. Like, really, girl? And better yet, if I've been on this show and I wanted to be on All Stars and I saw that, I would have been mad. I wouldn't have done that. That would have been me. I would have done that. Taking my L and go on through with it. But you know what, though, Mayhem? You did hold your word by not voting for India, and that's the truth. $100,000 to me is a little worth more than that, but I appreciate you for being that queen. The next day, Miss Cracker is filling her box. One more time for the kids in the back. Miss Cracker is filling her box. But she also knows that once you win the first time, you sometimes go home. You sometimes go home next, or at least in the bottom, which is exactly how this played out. They have a conversation. Miss Cracker wants us to love this pink fur coat. I'm for the blue fur coat that Shangela wore, because that was in Jackie's bag. That's a good movie, y'all. You can watch it on YouTube. Promises. RuPaul walks in with a very loud 70s suit, giving you all kinds of acid trip, bad hair, and possibly he didn't shave downstairs. Well, in Rue's case, I'll stop this joke. So, Rue tells the queens it's a snatch game of love. Bring the funny, make me laugh. It's not that difficult. It is a little bit, but then again, I can imagine if a bug fell on the ground, RuPaul would find that amusing. This time around, everyone has who they want, and it's not, I didn't hear one second choice. Or maybe that was production not letting us know they had second choices. There is a lot of workroom moments. Who are you going to be? Going to hear your impersonation? Oh. And other times it was like, oh, that's really good, or oh, that's going to be a risk. RuPaul definitely walks into the room, asks the girls questions. Who are you going to be? Can you make me laugh? Tell me a joke right now. It doesn't work out for everybody. And that makes a lot of people nervous, but this is Snatch Game. This is that kind of competition. This is the make it, break it moment on Drag Race, as the queens like to say. Here are the following impersonations from these specific queens. Alexis Mateo is Walter Mercado. And if you don't know who that is, do yourself a favor and start looking up videos. He was like an astrologer. Can y'all help me with this one? Because, I would see videos and I would see clips of stuff, but I didn't know specifically where he was from. So in my comment section, help me out with that because I don't want to say the wrong thing here. But I used to see little clips and videos that people would post of him doing his readings and talking about the signs and stuff. Child. I thought that was a great choice for Alexis and also an educational moment for all of us because don't we love it when someone plays somebody that we don't know or maybe we have forgotten about and then they bring it to the stage? I was here for it. India Farrah chose to be somebody who I'm about to drag on my next She Ain't video next week, which is Jeffree Star, who's currently in a lot of drama. I mean, they're always in a lot of drama, but then again, when you look like a let me stop villain in a possible 70s cartoon, India though, choices. Miss Cracker is Lady Gaga. That has never worked for anybody on Snatch Game. Ask every queen who did Beyonce. Ask every one of them. Blair St. Clair is Ellen. We will get to this performance in a second because the look is spot on. When she said Ellen, I said, oh, okay. Now, when we heard her do the accent with Rue, the southern one with Ellen, questions. Juju B is playing Eartha Kitt. I am going to be this guy today because, we are currently in a political climate and certain things are being now addressed and dragged for. I'd like to commend Juju B for not doing any sort of blackface to play this character. And I know some people are like, well, Juju B's melanin is very close to Eartha, and Eartha was mixed. However, some people like to feel a shade darker seems to make the character be. So shout out to Juju B portraying a black character and not doing it offensively. I was very, very, very pleased about her performance. And if me bringing this up makes you uncomfortable, Shea Coulee is Flavor Flav, and you know how this goes. If you're going to be butch, you better drag it, sister. So we were like, all right, Shea, you got that giant clock with no batteries, and that joke was running through. Ooh, shout out to Shea for her workroom outfit. Miss Thing, that was everything. So here for Shea's fashions. Oh, puss. That's the list. Oh, I'm so happy there are 6 queens, girl. This makes it so much easier to go through. We talked about the workroom stuff. We had our moments then and there. They went right into Snatch Game, and I was here for this, children. Let's just go over the performances as follows. Now, I did not mention this before, but I'm going to mention this now. Tommy Dorfman, who everyone told me he's from 13 Reasons Why, and I can tell you one reason why I don't watch that show, and that's because I don't want to watch it. There will be a day where I may end up watching some teen drama mess, something like that. I know a lot of you think it's good, trust me. But Tommy Dorfman was the first Bachelorette. Yeah, we'll keep it there. And Tommy had Alexis, India, and Miss Cracker. Alexis carried that entire performance. Now, India Farrah looked scary. Oh, the mic, are you okay? I'm sorry, microphone, I apologize. I wasn't ready to see Shark Tooth pop up on my screen this way. This looks like somebody that, it looks just like him. Now, you did that, India. The look was there. But your performance was lacking in charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. And that's the nicest way I'll put that for India. Miss Cracker, hi. Hey, Miss Cracker, hi. Hey. Mama. No. You were trying hard, but you were really in your head for Lady Gaga, Mama. You were in your head. You had all the words together, but none of the jokes landed. It was like seeing a plane fly and then just crash. I will say, though, when you were responding to India and her bad jokes like Alexis was doing the same, there were moments of gold in there. Alexis Mateo as Walter Mercado was phenomenal. Every joke was landing. I think you have a belt. They were talking about it. Was so much was happening. And I give Alexis so much props this episode because honestly, you did carry those two. And I was a little bit pissed later on in the episode about what happened, but we'll get to that in just a second. The second group with Shea Coulee, Juju B, and Blair St. Clair, and Jeffrey Boyer Chapman, who is a judge, rotating judge on Drag Race Canada. I plan to watch it this Sunday. I will have a review out. I'm trying to have really high expectations, but I saw some clips already, and I was like, but I'm going to watch it because I also heard it was great. So here we go. So what do you want me to say? Blair St. Clair, you were Ellen down, girl. Khaki pants and Ked's shoes down. You were there, girl. You were there. Mom, you had the same shoes that Angela Bassett had to switch in while she was playing Tina Turner, running across the street to get into the hotel room to give that man the ring because she beat the mess out of Ike. But I'm just saying, you had the look. Your presentation and performance it wasn't as bad as India's, but it was pretty awful. It was like, what? Jujubee was Eartha Kitt, Kaboots. Whoever else did Eartha Kitt, I know it was Chi-Chi and it was somebody, and Valentina. Jujubee sat those two right the fuck down. Jujubee! You could have won this episode. I would not have been mad. That performance brought me back to Juju. I'm being very real with you. Y'all, I wasn't out of line with Jujubee, but I was waiting to have a moment with her. And through the whole season, I haven't had that time just yet because things just, I don't know. It seemed like Jujubee was more narrating stuff, which was great, than actually doing well. And when I saw her win, I didn't agree with that. And I'm being honest. This week, she could have won. And I was surprised when she didn't. But then again, Shea Couleé's run. Let's continue. But her Eartha Kitt was everything. And that white noise joke she made when Shea was like, what is Blair doing? And she was like, I think we call it white noise. Oh! Give me a fan. Give me one. It was great. Thank you, Jujubee. Alexis and Jujubee were carrying Snatch Game as well as Shea Couleé. Flavor Flav. Listen, all the rhyming, all of the extra, all of the random, the motions. Shea Couleé watched Flavor of Love. Shea Couleé, you watched Flavor of Love. I see you, sister. Yes, you did. And I appreciate you for your research and time and energy that you placed into that performance because it was right with God. And what made it even funnier when you realized that Jeffrey Boyer-Chapman was a dude and you were like, oh, I'm going to play off of that, but you didn't go too crazy homophobia that Flavor Flav is, because Flavor Flav is very homophobic, by the way, in case y'all didn't know. I can say allegedly, but I also can be like, yeah, he's very that. The performances were great, except for India and Blair and Miss Cracker, in my opinion. Alexis, Jujubee, and Shea carried Snatch Game, and I was happy that there were two good queens on one set. So there was a lot of funny with that one because that first one was just Alexis just holding it down. We get back into the workroom. The queens are talking. They're getting their prom stuff together. All that kind of good shit. Honestly, did anything happen? Not in my opinion. Nothing really crazy or special that I need to share. Nope. Yeah. Okay. Continue. RuPaul Charles. RuPaul. So were you just waiting for this episode to give us some good, nasty kind of something? An exaggerated fashion girl. RuPaul looked amazing. That wig, the makeup, the dress. Finally, this is what I was looking for this season. Thank you, RuPaul. That's right. That's right. We have our guest judges, Michelle Visage and Ross Matthews are there. It is Prom Queen Fantasy. First up is Miss Cracker giving you, I don't like this dress, and acne. I like the concept. I did not care for the dress. It's not a bad dress. It's just an okay dress. And the wig that didn't give me prom. That gave me older woman. So to me, it was a miss for Miss Cracker. Miss Cracker. Oh, that was whack. Yeah, that was lame. I'll keep it though. Yeah. Miss Cracker had that bedazzled Alyssa Edwards mirror from that palette. I caught that tea. I was like, okay, cute. Alexis Mateo giving you red. Quinceañera, but she's all grown up, and I just wanted to take the dress I had for my 15th birthday and turn it into something sexy for prom. I liked it. That high slit was right. And did you see her in Untucked getting cinched down? They were pulling her in, girl. You are going to give this shape. Alexis, I got to be real with you. I know some people are feeling some kind of way about you this season, but I'm very happy you were on All Stars 5. You have been one of my favorite people to watch this season. I will give it, you know what? Give it up for the older season girls. Even when Angina went and we also had Mariah, They brought something this season some kind of way. Even Angina had great confessional moments. I am here. And they need to invest in more girls from the earlier seasons. Okay? Just being real. Ooh, also, plug-in moment. My interview with Miss Dieteritz of season 4 will be available Sunday after the live chat that we do. Wonderful. 15 minutes to be exact. So once it ends with my live chat, you can literally just walk on over to the video and I'll be in the live chat with you eating brunch. India Farah was next. She basically wore the outfit that Mimi I'm First picked her up in, but in prom form? No, she looked more like she was going to a gothic funeral that also was a fashion show for people who may be decade. So not to shade India, I didn't like the look. It was a lot. Did you see the necklace? Did you see the necklace? What the fuck is this? Like, mama, that was the time for you to pull out some, like, just nasty jewels or something. I don't know. I think it needed an edit. It wasn't horrible. It was just a lot for what prom was supposed to give. Now, if she came to prom like that, it'd been like, all right. But we would have talked about her low-key later at Whataburger and just had ourselves a milkshake. And, number 1, no onions, toast the bun. No tomatoes, add cheese. Yes. Miss Whataburger so bad. Blair St. Clair was the next to run up on the stage in this gender-bending, beautiful red tuxedo dress, mama. I love the wig. I love the makeup. I love the entire presentation. I enjoyed it when she took off the hat and there's this little crown underneath. Was that supposed to give prom queen? Oh. Blair, you did that. All of that. All of it. All of it. All of it. Jujubee. Now, this is my favorite look from Jujubee this season. Actually, last week was. This one is better. Jujubee and lavender. Jujubee, you hear me? You hear me, honey? Lavender. Oh, yes, bitch. That is your color. Girl, that wig was so right with you. Now, that wig was giving me some AVTs. And for those of you who are smart or context clues, you know what season. That was very much her wig. I thought Roger threw that at Jujubee. Actually traveled through a wormhole, Rick and Morty style, and found its way on Jujubee's head. No, let me keep it back to Jujubee. This was so everything because it was very 80s prom. It was very themed. It was clean. I liked her makeup. Oh, I love this look on Jujubee. It was so right. I was like, dang, Alexis, dang, Blair, dang, Jujubee. Who else is going to give me something I need? Shea Coulee comes in and just slaughters all the rest of them. Girl, I wish you gave me time. That dress was not only impeccably done and beautiful and just, but the reference that the dress presented with prom and then with the prom moment of your crown just slipping away from you via that elimination over the whole wheel of misfortune for lip syncing, to be honest with you. When you mentioned on the runway the story about how people would literally take off their hats and the roses would fall out and it was this ongoing joke, I'm so happy I never saw that. Oh, how angry I would have been. Oh, how me as a person running up on somebody, what is your problem? Like, how dare they? Is it that deep? Really? Like, I mean, it was crazy when that happened, y'all. It was an iconic moment from Miss Sasha, but still, like, I wouldn't go up to Shea and do all that. That is trash. But this dress, the Sasha Carey moment, is everything. Girl, I don't know if we can put this in one of her top looks, period. But for me, I put this in the top 5 looks that Shea Coulee has presented on the runway. And I think I need to do a new series of runway girls who I live for on Drag Race and do top 5 moments. And we present the looks and then we give our reasons for why we like it. I think I just made up a new show. Ha ha. That was the runway. It was everything for the most part. For the most part. For the most part. Judging commences. Things are said. Words are exchanged. Shea Coulee is the winner of this week's episode. If you're not in the top, you are in the bottom. What? Bottom 5? Oh. So even though Alexis did good, even though Jujubee did good, they're in the bottom. Of course that presses Alexis because it's like, damn, you just told me I did great and I'm up for elimination. It's obvious that Miss Cracker and India are the bottom two. It is obvious. This is where shit gets good. Baby, when I tell you, I've asked for this kind of drama. I need drama I can dissect, not stupid stuff where it's like, okay, we're mad about that. All right, here we go. This is how we're going to do this today. Shea Coulee comes in the back, filling her oats. Everyone's like, good job, Shea. I can't believe this happened. Whoa, everybody's in the bottom, so let's start talking about it. Now, when Alexis and Shea start to have a conversation, because, of course, there is prior tension from previous episodes when Shea's name was pulled out from the lipsticks. Now, they've worked together. Okay, Shea was safe that week, if you remember. And Alexis was also, I think she was just up for judging, but they still made her safe, etc. We remember. Or was Alexis in the bottom? I can't remember. Girl, let me continue. Alexis low-key threatened Shea. Remember, girl, if you do what you do, there are consequences for you doing what you did, bitch. I said, oh, Alexis, you dirty bitch. I was here for that. Because it was like, oh, did she low-key threaten her? I would send her home just on that occasion just to be funny. But I like Alexis, so I was like, again, it's whatever. But we're not finished. Because remember, Shea was asking Alexis, why did you send me home? Alexis, you did pussyfoot around that a little bit. You pussyfooted a little bit. But you did also the previous time answered that same way. Andy and Mariah are my girls. I didn't want to send them home. That was answered, y'all. She did say that the last time. I know them. Those are my girls. Boop, 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 boop. That was said in context here, but also, let's be clear, she could have also said, girl, you were competition. I was trying to get you out, but she's playing the game. India is like, I'm not going to let this sit on my chest. I now have a chance where other people could go home before me on my fourth time being in the bottom. And Miss Thing ran and told the bull. She said, Shea, I got to tell you something. Shea said, what's the giggle? Bitch, Alexis was campaigning to send you home that episode, girl. It wasn't just what she said. She was lying about it. She was campaigning to send you home. She came up to me and said, India, vote for Shea. Shea was already thinking this shit. India played off of that, and Shea may not have fallen directly into the trap, but she certainly got stung. So Shea comes back with the tea. Thank you, Shea, for not keeping that to yourself and making a decision in silence, because this needed to be a conversation and we need to hear the truth, because they are supposedly friends, India and Alexis, okay? And they both live in Vegas now. You got Alexis explaining herself. No, that's not how that happened. No, that was not the case. I didn't say it like that. That's not how that went down. Why would you do that to me, India? Whoop, 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 whoop. All that kind of stuff. Everybody is shook. Shea doesn't know who to believe. India's, I'm not lying. And Alexis is like, well, I'm not lying, and you're not going to do that to me. All of that. Alexis speaks her piece with Shea. Shea's like, okay, but you know this is a lie, which it is. Everybody else is speculating. India's running her mouth to everybody. I'm not lying. Yeah, she was doing that. Y'all remember that, right? Nobody answered that. You caught that, right? She was campaigning. Yeah? Nobody answered that. She was. When was she doing that? Alexis was doing that? This was happening here? Oh. We're going to come back to the argument in just a second because of Untucked. And nope, I'm going to do it now. Let's just go ahead and bring in Untucked. Vanjie it was very nice to see Vanjie and Untucked, and I am going to get to the end of the episode, y'all. Just let me do this, please. I'm having a good time here. Vanjie's gold for TV. In Untucked, we see some other footage where Miss Cracker now sort of puts this perspective on Alexis to the group with Blair and Shea in front of her. And I really sincerely hope y'all catch that. I also wonder, when they do pick the lipsticks for next week, is it going to be India's straight through, or is it going to have a little bit of Alexis in there? And I am gagged and dying to see that. And they may have shown it on Untucked, y'all. I honestly had to dip out because it got to a point where it was like the most repetitious amount of times India could say, I'm not lying, and Alexis saying, I'm telling the truth, and that just drove me off. I was here for the first part of it because I was like, oh, we're getting some more information. But then it got into just this whole Michelle Visage. So what happened? Really? Michelle, let's not talk about what happened on cruise ships, girl. Let's go there. Let me stop. So I found it interesting that Miss Cracker wanted to pull Alexis into that mix because she had her own issues with Alexis. And then she tried to put Blair in it like, yeah, Alexis said that about you, but she never said Blair's name. Now, there's an alluding to people, but also when you're paranoid of stuff, you then create situations for yourself. And that's what I felt like Miss Cracker did in that moment where it was like, yeah, you had your concerns, but you throwing it on Blair like that to be like, we're cool, right? Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. Not really, but you know what I mean. Like, come on, Crackers. Don't do all that, sister. Back to the episode though, and back to back to the episode here. The queens come back. Alexis was shook. Let's just be real, because it's like this girl's lying on me, and because of everything that happened previously, it now looks like I'm the villain. However, in Untucked, who was helping India Farah with her snatch game because she didn't want her to be in the bottom? Alexis Mateo. India Farah threw Alexis Mateo under the bus, just like she did for everybody else when she was in the bottom. Not once did India say, well, I'm here for my third time. It's time to go. Which, hey, get your money. Roxy Andrews, your way all the way there, girl. But at the same time, if we want to talk about people and how we show respect and stuff like how Mayhem did, how do you feel about India's time with this episode in particular? And what would you have done in those situations had she said that you did that and it wasn't totally the case? Again, Alexis mentioned sending Shay home. She did not campaign to send Shay home. I also don't know what production is hiding, but also we saw moments of them having conversations where they can't miss that point unless production told them to say, you don't know what's going on. That would only be the case, which I don't think is true. I think that India exaggerated that a bit to save herself, and that Alexis got under the fire because of everything that happened, and Shay was impressionable of the moment for simply, think about it. Shay was already pissed, so why not grab the beast while she has the crown and say, get rid of this person. Get rid of him now. Shea Coulee changes into some sort of Chicago-esque number Roxy Hart tease. And Vanessa Vanjie Mateo's loud ass that we love dearly rolls on up through here, okay? Vanessa, you did that. I liked your outfit. I thought that was cute. It was a Madonna song. Lord Jesus. Open your heart to me. That's the song, right? Yeah, that was the song. Open your heart. It's not one of my favorite Madonna songs. Anywho, Alexis was shook seeing her daughter walk onto that stage and thinking if the group voted for her out and Vanjie had to send her home, how embarrassed and how much that was just going to suck. But Vanjie said in Untucked, bitch, if my mama's name on here, I'm just going to be like, that's family. That's love right there. Shea Coulee ate that performance. I thought Vanjie did a good job too. I was here for it. It wasn't a bad lip sync by any means necessary, but Shea stole that stage from Vanjie. Vanjie can throw her wig right. Oh, Vanjie, you're good with your wigography, sister. But Shea Coulee was giving you all kinds of puss pop, and I was really here for her rendition of Open Your Heart by Madonna. Shea Coulee, what is your decision today? Who are you sending home? What queen has pissed you off the most? India Farah, your time has come. Get the hell out. Shea Coulee, I'm glad you made that decision, but also, why send Alexis home now when you can bring home that drama the next episode, right? Come on, TV. India went home. Her husband, is that her fiance or boyfriend? I think maybe they're fiancés. Maybe now since the season's ended, but India has a moment where she's packing, getting her stuff together. She enjoyed her time in the show. India, you lasted longer than you did your season. I mean, there's only 10 queens, but still, you made it far, girl. Hey, you in the bottom 4 times and you survived. That's a lot. You Coco Montrese your way. Whoa. Coco's also in Vegas, too. Whoa. All right, let me get back to this. It was lovely to see your fiance or boyfriend, whoever they are now, who I hope y'all get married soon, because that was very lovely and sweet to see. India, I'll say this about India Farah right now, because y'all know I try to give something at the end for each of these queens. India, this did make up for season 3. India, I don't think of you now as Mimi first picked you up. I don't. I think of you as that bitch that won that first episode who had Evie Oddly drag you down. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I take this season as you putting in the effort that we may have missed the last season when we missed your season. And for what it's worth, girl, You did the thing. You did the damn thing. I had good moments with you. I know I dragged you a little bit, but I had good moments with you too, India. And respect to you, sister. But oh my God. Who now is on Twitter saying Derek Barry was right? Because that's a lot of people. A lot of people. Who do you believe in that situation between the two? What did you think of this week's episode? Personally, this is my favorite episode of the season. I am back in, bitches. I lived. What do you think of the guest judges? What do you think of RuPaul's Runway? What do you think of the Snatch Game? Tell me how you feel downstairs below in the comment section. I love you, Rant Pack. I'm going to be editing this video all night, and this will be posted first thing in the morning. So if you're watching this now, you're like, oh, what is Matty doing? Probably asleep while this premiere is happening. No, I'll be up. I'll wake myself up for this so I can be in the chat with y'all. I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for being here with me and being a part of my family and listening to me just drag and yell and just be the most on this show. We love this show, but we also want to hold it accountable for the BS and for things that we can see as viewers. And I gotta say, this made up for a lot of stuff from this season. I did like the season a lot, but I also had moments where I was like, I don't know what is happening here. Maybe I'm falling out. But this episode, this felt like a legendary moment with me. Because when I watch Legendary on HBO Max now, I am gagging, I am living, I am screaming, I am having a moment. And this one brought me back in. So shout out to you, RuPaul's Drag Race. And also, shout out to whoever in the editing room, whoever was filming that lip sync, because you were giving Shea Coulee some action shots, mama. And it was right. It was right. Oh. Everybody, I love you again. If I missed something, you know what to do. Bring it in the comment section to make it a topic of discussion between all of you here, and also be respectful to each other in that section. Thank you once again for tuning in. Do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that like button for that matter. Share this video and subscribe to the channel. Become a part of the family. We're almost to 15K, you everybody. I keep on looking at the number like, When I first started YouTube, that was the number I was like, I'm just trying to get there. If I make it anywhere further than that, it's amazing to me. But that was the number when I first started. I said, if I just get there, I'll know I had really put this channel to some sort of use and I actually pulled it through, and that we can keep going from there. But amazing. Just so many people now from all over the world. I love y'all so much. Thank you for all the energy you give me to do these videos. I posted a video every day this week almost, and I'm doing it again next week, and it's going to be like that from now on. I'm giving you content. That is a fact. It's your boy, Matty-Rants. Hugs and kisses, my best love and wishes to you. Have a great 4th of July for those of you who are celebrating. If it's a regular day for you, just have an awesome day. And thanks again for tuning in. All my love. I will talk to y'all later. Fade out.